Hello, welcome back. Hello, friends. How are you all keeping up? And I am sure you must be doing okay because I've been praying for you as well. And I have shown to you some videos about the about the vegetable, the natural vegetable, which we didn't even consider it as a vegetable. See, we should all be grateful every little thing that we are being given. See, nature, God has been so great, so loving, and He has given us abundantly with natural food every day that we enjoy. It's a gift from God. Every season, every year, we get to enjoy a lot of things. So if we are not being grateful here, where do we have? What else do we need? See, while I was back in Delhi, I wanted to plant a flower, and then I didn't really want to spend money for that flower, so I was thinking of finding some soil because it is just natural soil only, right? So I try to find, but in metropolitan city it's very hard to find even the soil, and I have to go to the market. I have to go and buy with the soil, the pot, which might cost more than 500. So just imagine, but and that is when, before this lockdown, before this pandemic, right? So just imagine, there are millions of people who don't get the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful nature, this beautiful natural food that we enjoy. So in today I am so, I just realized, and I'm so grateful for everything, for everything, for every little thing that He had given us. So that's what I wanted to relate with you, because I was reading Joseph's story, and they were talking about famine. So see, in this generation we have not even for once experienced famine or a severe thing that people die of hunger, of not being able to grow food or have food. So just imagine, even if you have money, you don't get the food to buy. Foods are not available. Food, one of the basic needs for human survival. If people can't get that, how severe it might be, right? So see, I know we are suffering, we have been let down by the present situation, which is pandemic. um, this virus had been spreading all over the world like a wildfire, and it's consuming everyone who cannot fight it off. But then, while seeing on the gospel in back in days, see, we are somewhat, we should be grateful that we are not facing the worst part. So that's what I wanted to relate with you, and we will continue with Genesis 43, 44, and 45. And this Genesis, we it's lucky. Finally Genesis is coming to an end. So these 2 3 chapters, I think I will just try to narrate it with you, even though I am not a good narrator. I'll just narrate it in a brief. So here, yesterday we have read that Joseph has already given them grain, sack full of grain, and sent them off with their money put back in their own sacks. So they went back and they told their father what had happened, and but then the father insisted, and the father didn't really want to send Benjamin, who is the youngest son, and this Benjamin is the brother of Joseph, his blood brother from the same mother. And Joseph's mother is a real wife of Jacob. So Jacob had other concubine, and that's how he had received a lot of sons, more than 10 sons. 12 of them he received, right? And 2 of them are from their real wife. So that's how it is. And Jacob didn't want to send Benjamin with his brothers because he had already lost his son Joseph, and he mourned he moaned, went underworld. He was so sad and heart grieved, so he didn't want to face that again. And he received Benjamin at an old age only, right? So that's how it is. And but then they don't have any choice, but have to send the youngest, have to the father have to send the youngest son because they are out of food, they are out of grain. The food that they have purchased, it's over. So the Jacob sent his sons, entrusting Benjamin with them to go and get the grains. So they went, they met Joseph, and before they met Joseph, they disclosed that the money that they were about to give it for the grain has been returned, and they are returning that, and they wanted to buy more grains. But in advance, Joseph already informed, after knowing the brothers are coming in Egypt, he informed the servants to prepare a meal to have it together. So that's how they had the meal there, and Joseph ordered the servants to pack all the sacks with food, and also he ordered one of the servant to put his silver cup, Joseph's silver cup, right, to in Benjamin's sack, with an intention that to keep Benjamin with him. So while they went in the morning, Joseph, as you know, that he already kept the silver cup there, he accused them of stealing, and they were all brought back. They plead, but then Joseph said that it is not all that you have to stay back. Only Benjamin will stay back as a slave. But then the other elder brothers refused, and they say that they had they have asked the father and given guaranteed that his son will be safe and will be returning to him safely. So they give their word. So they have plead that one of the brother wanted to stay back as a slave in exchange with Benjamin. But that's when Joseph revealed his identity. He said that I am the brother of Benjamin, his elder brother, the one whom you guys have sold. And here I am. Do not frown. Do not be sad, because it is God's plan. He have sent here. It is not you who have sold, but then it is God who sent me here for a purpose. And here I am. I will be helping my family and the people. It is all for the good that God had made this plan. That's what he said. And they were united together at last. But this story was spread all over. Being the governor of Egypt, his story has been spread by the people, saying that Joseph has a family came and things like that. Pharaoh also heard about this story, but Pharaoh was pleased, and the other people were pleased that because Joseph is a good man, right? He tried to do something good for the people. So everybody is pleased with Joseph. Everybody loves Joseph. So here Pharaoh also ordered him that you can bring your family and stay in Egypt together, so that they will not die of hunger, things like that. And that's how Pharaoh, the king, has even given himself his chariots and things like that. And they went back, they told their father what had happened. And the father was so happy that he praised God, saying that at last I know that my son Joseph is alive, and I can die in peace. Oh, sorry, something like that. Yeah, I didn't put it in mute like I said yesterday. Yeah. So that's what he said, and they returned. Joseph called them to stay Joseph called them to stay with him, right? So the father decided to take his family members and they went to Egypt. On the way, God appeared to them. Yeah, on the way, God appeared to Jacob, the father of Joseph, and told him that do not be afraid, just go to Egypt, and I have made a plan for you that you will be. You you will die in peace there, in the hand of your loved ones, things like that. He had promised even a nation to give Jacob. So that's how they went and they settled in one of the finest places in Egypt, and Joseph looked after them. So that is the story for today. And what I wanted to relate today is that, see, I don't know, but ever since I started reading this Bible and started this channel, every day has been a miracle for me. I see myself being blessed and loved by God, noticing every details. I get this incredible inspiration of the wonders of God's creation and nature. So I am blessed and I cannot be grateful enough for this gift of life that I enjoy every day. And let us be humble enough to come before Him and be thankful of whatever He had given us, for this gift of life, for this wonderful nature that He had blessed us with fruits bearing, with a lot of things we have been blessed, right? You see the surrounding and everything is a blessing. Everything we see it's just miracle. We should be grateful. And we should all pray for those who are unable to enjoy this nature. And we should pray very hard that this suffering, this pandemic will come to an end at last. Let us all pray today for this, and let us not forget to be grateful for every day that He had been blessed us with. See, I don't have any other story to tell you. See, trying to do His work, trying to do God's work and trying to spread His gospel, it doesn't mean that you have to be a preacher or you have to have a qualification of being a theologian or have to have some kind of story straying away from God and returning and a dramatic story. You don't have to have that. A simple person like us, an ordinary person like us, can also spread the gospel, right? About His love and whatever He had done for us. See, all my life I have just an ordinary person. I grew up in a convent all my life, and yeah, I've been surrounded by good people only, holy people, and have never gone out of the rules or have never done harm to anyone, and always being just ordinary and a good person, I should say, according to the society. So, but just being a good person it is not enough. According to me, I should say I should say, yeah. Do you think? But see, in case you die today or tomorrow, and what if God question you? What have you done in your life? Will you say I've been a good person? Will that be enough? I don't think. You might be impressed with that, right? So I'm just giving you as an example that an ordinary person, a simple person who don't want to like get attention or just being okay with oneself and staying aloof, you can also see it is not enough, right? We should take at times like this when we have the opportunity for us to reflect, stay back, distance ourselves from the distractions of the world and it is the right time for us to just reflect in our life and reflect back on what happened and what's going on, things like that, so that we will get a broader view, and then we will, I'm sure you will find God in there, like I did find God in every step that I take, and every step that I have taken, every decision that I have made have been a miracle, but I did not notice it. I was just living life just like that. I did not notice it, but now reflecting on myself, reflecting on my life, every day has been a miracle, and every little thing, we should not take it for granted, and we should be grateful. And we have every right to be grateful. Yeah, every right to spread the gospel, I should say. So that's what I wanted to relate with you. So I don't have any striking or any dramatic stories of my own. I'm just an ordinary person who is just trying to do different thing and trying to come out of the comfort zone. People might, those who have known me, might be quite surprised to know that I am in the social media and I'm talking like this, which people won't think that I will be doing it, right? So see, you don't have to be an extraordinary, okay, to do God's work. You just have to be yourself. And I don't want to go back on myself, on my old days, not knowing every God's blessing, not being taking everything for just going with the flow. I don't want to be that. I want to be unique. So every day I wake up and I look forward for a better life, for the brighter future, and I see every day that I have every day to be grateful for. So that's what I see. And yeah, I'm being blessed and I'm grateful. And I want you to realize, and I want you to take the advantage of this pandemic, while you distance yourself from the society and from people. Just reflect on yourself, and I'm sure that in reflecting on yourself, you will find yourself and you'll find God in there. And that's how you can come closer, and you can be much more happier, much more brighter, and much more grateful person, and that's how you will grow in life, I should say. So that's all that I wanted to relate with you. So let's be grateful for everything that we are being given, and let's be humble enough and pray above all. Just bow before the Creator and thank Him for the wonderful life that He had given us and everything that He had blessed us, His love, His mercy. We can see it in our life in every detail. Even though you might not be reading the Bible yourself, if you reflect in yourself, every day God has always been there with you, or else you would not have been alive today, I should say. So that's all that I wanted to relate with you, and thank you so much. We are a family now, so my dear brothers and sisters in Christ, and let us all reflect ourselves and be grateful and come as much closer as we can to Him, and also bring our friends and anyone who needs our help. Let's reach out the message, and let's be closer with Him, so that we might be much happier and much contented and spiritually enlightened person, I should say. Let's do that. Let's try to do that. And that's all that I wanted to say today. So thank you so much for watching till the end. And like I said, I'm just an ordinary person like you. But we are being given with so much abilities, conscious, so much consciousness in ourselves that we can know Him through our conscience. We can reach Him and we can touch Him. So let's not forget that God is everywhere. So you might be following a different religion, or you might be having a different beliefs and aspects, but then just reflect in yourself and in your life. While you reflect in there, you will find God, the creator of the one who created you. You will find it there. So you don't need to go finding anywhere. You will find it in yourself, in your life. So that's all that I wanted to relate with you. So bye byes for now. Till then, take care. I want you to take care of yourself, and above all, pray, stay blessed, and we shall interact like this time to time, and we will come closer to God, our creator, and be much more happier person, a grateful person. Thank you. Until then, stay blessed. Bye bye. Take care.